with Wild Ginga, The Gambler, Ragged Edge and PD Racing.
Yes, we've got the two little ladies out of 1 and 2, Ragged Edge on the inside, Wild Ginga, Alison James, white flag still aloft, our start boat, and down it goes. So it looks like we got a really good start here from PD Racing. Aaron Pratt. You can see the Gambler on the outside. Rod Burns, he was a big winner yesterday, and he's been a big winner right throughout our Super Series, our 4 rounds here earlier this year at Cogra Bay. So the boat's entering South Sydney Detailing, the Cars Park, end of the course. Ragged Edge made up a lot of ground courtesy of that inside pole. That boat's currently on the Bankstown helicopter back straight.
Yes, it looks as though it is Aaron Pratt in the PD Racing boat heading up the back straightaway. Frisky Pamela has snuck up on the inside, but it's Rowdy Burns in the Gambler. Had to go around the long way for turn 1, and that dropped him back a little bit. What's his name? Young Aaron Pratt in the PD Racing boat. He's probably got the... He's probably got the stature of a jockey, so that really helps in this category of racing, where to help with the detail of the whole power to weight ratio. Obviously, the power output of these boats are very, very similar. So having a little less weight to carry around is certainly going to be an advantage, and he's taken full advantage of this so far.
So that I believe. That is the PD Racing boat on the inside, Aaron Pratt on the outside, Rod Burns, having a good look at each other and saying, well, we do plenty of this on our club days. Let's make it a spectacular Sunday for us. You can see Michael Thompson in Frisky Pamela just disappeared out of shot there. This boat of Burns sitting beautifully on the water. Young Aaron made a bit of a mistake coming out of South Sydney Detailing. Hit a bit of backwash there. But Burns has been the master blaster around Cogra Bay for the last couple of years. The master and his apprentice just behind him. You can see Frisky Pamela just coming into shot on the Bankstown helicopter back straight, fast approaching the Seacall Marine Southern Turn. You can see Burns there, lovely corner. You can see PD Racing following the same wash as Burns, coming onto the St George Motorboat Club front straight.
Yes, and we throughout this race we're changing over to some fantastic drone-based footage, some fantastic footage and views of the Cogra Bay Racecourse. Excuse me. But as you mentioned, Rowdy Burns out in front at the moment. The yellow last lap flag is out. Even though he started out on the outside in pole 5, Rowdy's managed to get far enough in front. It was the previous corner, he moved over to the inside. So the most efficient way around the course for these 550cc outboard boats seems to be nice and tight and nice and smooth. Rowdy seems to have the setup of this little 550cc outboard boat optimised. Plenty of outright speed. He's put a bit of a gap on the rest of the field in this final lap. So the battle now for second between Aaron Pratt and Michael Thompson in Frisky Pamela, although there's a handful of boat lengths difference there. But race 1 on the Sunday program goes to Rowdy Burns in the Gambler for our first 550cc outboard class. These guys will be going back to back straight up this morning. Craig mentioned that with some failing light yesterday afternoon, we didn't manage to get through the whole program yesterday, so kind of making up to these guys first up this morning. That was the boat Ragged Edge coming across the line, driven by Melissa King and Alison James in Wild Ginger on screen at the moment.
I was just going to make mention there, Nath, speaking of Wild Ginger and, of course, Melissa King, two of the hard-working stalwarts of the Upper Hawkesbury Powerboat Club. Let's not forget their big meeting, their big Windsor Spectacular on the 12th, 13th and 14th of September, Super September. Their big